being a chosen one is no walk in the park. In fact, this is the hardest life, and I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. Or the price that we pay is heavy. Through constant attacks, being targeted by the dark forces, being bullied, used, siphoned on, abused. Every time you try to get up, every time you are about to make your breakthrough, the devil will come and attack you again through a different vessel, a different strategy. All your life, you never get to have your moment. There's always something trying to stop you. There's always something set out to destroy you. No matter what. And we try to have faith. We try to get back up. We try to, dust ourselves off and get back in there and not let the devil win, not close our heart. We have to continue to love. We have to continue to believe. We have to stay in our faith. But we get tested a lot. And we try so hard to create sanctuary in our lives and to cut off the parasites and free ourselves. And then we can't seem to escape because money rules the world, and we got to survive, right? We got to continue to try. We have to meet people. We have to work together. And then you realize that the devil has its demons implanted in pretty much everyone we could meet. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that your loved ones, your family, your husband, your wife, your children are harboring demons within them. But you see it. And what can you do? What can you do? Pray. Take it to God. Ask for healing. Ask for a miracle. Just open your heart and say, God, I surrender. I surrender it all because you are the only one who has a plan to true freedom. You are the true light and the true way. And without you, without your light, I'll continue to be harmed, to be hurt, to be used, to be abused. And that my whole life has been a series of attacks. And without God, it would continue to go that way. So we have to surrender. We have to really let God in. Let God awaken us. heal us, help us to see the truth, repair our broken wings, and teach us how to fly. To allow God to guide us in all situations, in all of our moves, and in every endeavor. For we know that only God has a plan. As many times as we've been kicked down, we get up stronger each time. God removes what is not in our highest good. God removes those parasites from our lives and empowers us to not make the same mistake again. To be wiser, to be stronger, to be aware of the devil's moves and strategies so that we can protect ourselves and protect others, be a light. It is through our own traumas and experiences that we've gone through that we have learned discernment. And it is a gift, it is a blessing, though it doesn't feel like it. Because it can be a lonely path. It can be quite isolating. It can be hard. And, you know, in so many ways, we're tired. We're tired of it. We're tired of always having to protect ourselves. But that's the world we live in. I would love to live a life where I can actually really heal my nervous system. I don't even know what that would feel like. You know, to have a home, first of all. I've never had a home in my 42 years on this earth. You know, I've rented. I've been homeless. I've been on the streets. I mean, not long term, but I have. I have slept on the streets. And I know how hard it is to live a life and truly devote it to God without being a target for the devil. You're a target. You are. And that's just the way it is. The devil didn't want me to have a home, land, a garden, a sanctuary. The devil wanted me to be on constant guard, constant fear. to stay in survival mode and to continue the cycles of trauma and abuse. But we know that ultimately we have done this great alchemy for the highest good. We have chosen to be a light for others. And we had to go through the darkness in order to do that. That in the end, our souls knew that it was going to be hard for us and knew that we would suffer, but that ultimately it would be for the highest gain, and that we would take that healing to God, remember who we are, allow God to teach us discernment and to make us stronger so that we win this war. All of our pain had purpose. And it helped us to find our true path, our true power, to make us realize why the devil was so hungry for us all along. I surrender fully to Source, and I do not want anything but God's highest plan. I devote myself fully, all my energy, all my love, all my power, all my gifts, all my blessings. I give them to God. I give them to God for truth, for light. I align my energies with the Most High, and I volunteer myself to be a vessel for Source. The only way out of this is through God. I know many early in their awakening paths think they know everything. And I've seen people awaken and make this mistake before. And I hope that I can say something to help others to not make this mistake themselves. Is that, yes, you are chosen. If God has shown you the divine blueprint of your life, of your purpose, of your incarnation, and what is unfolding on this earth, then you are worthy to be a vessel to carry God's will. But that if you try to run it with your ego, you will run yourself into a wall. Don't make a move without God's guidance. Or you may think you're ready, but you have a lot to learn. The path of a chosen one is advanced training for your highest mission, for God's highest mission. And you are not running the show. Your healing is priority number one. For if you are not healed, and you are harboring demonic entities in your field, you are slowing down God's plan. And you are proving yourself not to be a safe or worthy investment for God to share these blueprints with you. There is a balance that must be respected. And knowing that you are a teacher second, you are a student first. Many want to be the teacher without having passed the class themselves. Like, you didn't graduate. Sit back and learn. Stop trying to control this. Because you are delaying the blessings that God has in store for us. Because I've seen others make that mistake, I really don't want to make that mistake myself. I really want to avoid separation and ego to take hold. I know that I am divinely guided, but I know that everyone is in some way. And everything is divine. Everything is source. For a long time, I felt like I'm ahead of my time, which is weird because for a long time I felt like I was behind. My script completely flipped, did a 180, because I wasn't built for the old world. I wasn't built for the matrix, and I could never find my path in that. I refused to sell my soul, and I always looked for true meaning in my life. I wanted my life to matter. I wanted to do something good while I was here to make it a better place. I didn't want others to have to suffer like I did. I wanted to be the generational curse breaker. I wanted to be the one to bring something good into this world, and to stop the cycles of pain and poverty, and reclaim and recall all my power and potential. And that meant so much to me. It means so much to me. That no matter what the devil has done, I'm not going to take the easy road. I'm not going to sell my soul and do evil. After everything that I've been through in my life, I am vibrating in a frequency of love, despite all that darkness has done to try to destroy me. I am a rebel, and I have rebelled against Satan since before I even knew what that meant. Why the Matrix never felt right to me, why I never liked school. Being indoctrinated, being mind controlled, being manipulated. Because I'm here to serve God. I'm here for a higher purpose than to be a slave, to sell out and to become part of their system. My soul craves freedom. My soul craves a much better world. It always has. And I've always felt like a better world is possible. There is something within me that will not settle. And I won't. I know what God has put in me. I know that we are here to create heaven on earth. We are the portal to the divine. By loving God, opening our hearts and surrendering, we get to be the bridge. Whatever happens in my life, know that I am not one to ever give up. I have fought for freedom, and I took this fight all the way to the finish line. God opened the gate and allowed me to pass. God has been giving me the codes. And I will not drop the ball. This is something that I cannot fail at. For this is bigger than just me. This is what God is working through me. I am just a vessel, and there are many other vessels. It is spiritual ego and arrogant to assume where someone else is on their path and on their healing. And anyone who's trying to gatekeep this new paradigm from chosen ones is directly interfering with God's highest plan. We know what the devil has done to stop us in our lives. And we know that the devil has used very, 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 very despicable tactics and people to take us out. And it didn't work. It didn't work. And it will never work. And it's never going to work. Because this is all being done for us. Everything. The whole world is our training simulation. We were always the rightful keepers of Gaia, protectors of the children. And now that we're awake, we will not allow what happened to us to happen to our future generations. This ends with us. No more darkness. We are taking back Earth. And living in sovereignty with our vibrational frequencies and our energy, our love. Not to feed parasitic systems of control and slavery, but to feed the divine order, to feed that which feeds us back, to feed love, to feed freedom and liberation for all souls on earth. This starts with our inner healing, becoming deeply self-aware, and knowing that we are one with God, one with the universe, one with all the angels in heaven and the divine master plan. But next, we got to do it in the earth realm. We've got to empower each other to be our highest selves and to rise to our true potential so that we can be the leaders and protectors that Gaia needs. That we must do the work and ascend so that we ourselves are safe, sovereign, and sacred. We cannot be under control or used as a vessel for Satan. Because God is everything to us. We do not consent to evil. As this ascension is going and my gifts are being remembered, I am seeing entities and feeling them in all those in my life. I'm feeling them in my husband, and I feel them in the presence of the man I married. And it hurts me because I love him, because I've chosen to have a life with him. And it scares me because my nervous system does not feel safe in his energy. And I know that my guides, my God, has been warning me, and I can't ignore what I feel. I can't ignore what they are telling me. As I know that when I've ignored their warnings in the past, I regretted it. They've warned me about others who have so I need to learn the lessons, and I need to there won't be struggle when I know that everything in my life is aligned to my highest good. And that I am living in flow, not force. I don't have to force connections. I don't have to force relationships. I don't have to constantly have to feel like I have to protect myself. I just want to surrender my life to God. I just want to surrender my life fully to God. I have the gift to see behind masks. And the real test of that gift is when you see what you don't want to see in those you love the most. It's a big test. But I trust God. And I understand why God needs to know my commitment. And I am willing to sacrifice anything and anyone if God needs me to. Because this is bigger than just me. This is bigger than just this life. And I have gifts to share. My story will help others. And it needs to be spoken. It needs to be written. It needs to be told. For we're here to do as much as we can to flip this paradigm and create a better world. Through our lived experiences and stories, we are shining the light in what's happening here. And they talk about, and a lot of people are talking about how the narcissist is being exposed in this world. And that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's coming up. And empaths have attracted narcissists all of our lives. We have been food for them. We have been targeted. And now that we are really plugging into our spiritual gifts, finding God, learning discernment, all of the narcissists who've had their hooks in us are being exposed. And I know that's scary, and I know that's hard, but it is necessary. It is necessary because God loves us so much. God is showing us how to starve the parasites. But we have to listen. We have to plug in, even if it's not what we want to see, even if it's not what we want to hear. We have to listen and trust our intuition, trust God. For our internal compass is the only way we can navigate this realm, this world safely. So the choice to serve God or slave for Satan. That is our choice. God gave us free will. And you might see some gains if you choose the dark side. You might see some perks to that. But buyer beware. Because there is a lot of fine print that people don't read before they sign over their souls. There is no right or wrong answer. What you do with your energy and how you spend it is up to you. But there is no way for me to go on thinking or living my life like I am alone in this universe. When I know how deeply guided and loved I am. And I see the miracles that God has worked on my behalf. And I see things that beyond this dimension, the miracles in our awakening, in our healing, in our lives that God has performed on our behalf. How the heck we made it this far is a miracle in itself. We came into this realm already targeted by Satan. And the fact that we are here and that we are awake and that we've survived all of those attacks, we know we can never shrink ourselves again because we are one with God. We have been shown behind the curtain. And the only way through is to win. And God gets that win. God gets that win. And we get to be vessels for it. So I'll never sell out. I never could. I never would. Because I know that I am living in miracles. Even though my life on the outside might look like it is completely been a downward spiral, I know what is rising within me is something eternal, something the devil can't touch. And that through everything that we've been through, we didn't take it to Satan, we took it to God. We weren't looking to numb the pain, to drink it away, to numb ourselves. We knew we had to go inside of our pain and feel it in order to understand it and heal it and set it free. We knew that we had to plug in rather than try to turn off the switch and escape our pain. We made so many sacrifices along the way so that we could work this alchemy and understand the quantum controls of this Earth simulation with the forces of duality, darkness and light, and what we are transmuting. We are taking our experiences and our lives and everything that we've gone through, our entire alchemy, and recoding the corrupt matrix simulation with our true divine coding and blueprints from source. The age of light is all of us in our power, in our true purpose, and living to our highest potential. And we can help each other to transition off the old systems. We can help each other to get resources out there. I think we should start maybe with farmers markets, or just getting sovereign souls on some land together, or getting everyone who is a chosen one some land to grow our missions for New Earth, for Gaia, for living in flow, in an ecosystem with Mother Earth's energies and with her love. We don't want to be disconnected or isolated from her healing. And we want to be in a sanctuary at all times, as we are too sacred to be living in a cage of filth and rot. And our sanctuary is within, our true sanctuary is within, but we need to continue to expand that. It's going to be really wonderful to have so many people on this earth awakened and plugged into their divine potential and living their lives on in their highest potential, like their highest purpose. I mean, so to God I surrender, to God and all vessels for God. I am here. And I've been doing the work with Source, and I know that this is coming to us, doing it in the physical, doing it on land, creating the sanctuaries, creating the spaces for us to build new earth. The cities were designed to siphon our souls. The matrix is a grid, parasitic design. And once you're awake, you can't shrink yourself. You can't play small. You can't stay in the cage. You've got to continue to grow. Get out. So help me, help Infinity Rising to be safe. I can't stay trapped where I'm at. If Kevin is not the one for me, then I surrender it to God. I surrender it to God. And my heart is open to God's redirection. I am here to serve Creator and humanity to the highest of my abilities. I want to use my gifts to help as many souls as I can, to awaken, to heal, and to remember their true powers and potential and purpose for incarnating here. So we are co-creating a new earth. And if we are consciously aware and awake, then we are manifesting for God, not for evil. Make it a point to not constantly, but often speak that your energy is God's energy. Give it to God for discernment and direction. Because you have the divine authority. You have the power. Now you have to protect it. And don't give it away to parasites. And the devil's tricky. You know, the devil is very tricky. But trust your divine guidance from source. Because everything that you've gone through has been to teach you. And you may know a lot more than you think you do. Or you may know a lot less than you think you do. Depending on who you are. Sometimes it's usually a combination of both, isn't it? You know, we all have our weaknesses and strengths, don't we? I just want my land. I need a place to call home, a place where I can feel like I'm not in the matrix and I'm not in the belly of the beast, where I can really let my nervous system heal and be a guide and a teacher and a healer for others. We've come so far on this path, and we are certain that this is exactly what we want to be doing with our lives. We want to help as many souls as we can. That God is working through us to help us to understanding the code behind the quantum reality and simulation and the true divine inheritance that we have inherited. Is that we are old souls who have signed up for amnesia and gone through spiritual warfare and woke up, remembered who we were, took back our power, gave all our energy to God, and we have freed our eternal souls so that we can show others that their freedom is within as well. It hasn't been easy for us to be first in a world that does not think that we can find God within. They think that it's in a church, or, that it's something we have to pursue, not something that we already have. And the truth is that God is within us and will never leave us, no matter what. No matter what. But when we shrink ourselves, when we let fear get the best of us, or allow ego to take over, then we separate ourselves from God by doing so. I think that hurts God, because God loves us so much. If only everyone could wake up and know how loved they are, this whole world would be completely different. We wouldn't have violence, we wouldn't have fear, we wouldn't have war, we wouldn't have oppressive, parasitic governments, we wouldn't have... Everyone would know that we are one. We are part of something so beautiful that is unfolding, and it's all happening for us. We've inherited the earth, and what we do next is really up to us, truly. It can be as good as we want it to be. And it really, really takes commitment and dedication to see the potential in this world, and to dream a beautiful dream, and to believe in it, to hold on to that dream no matter what, and carry your light through. And that's the only way. Your highest destiny is to believe in your dreams. And don't let the devil destroy them. I trust God's divine timing in my life. For it has all been for the highest growth. Even through the hardships and the battles along the way. All of our pain had purpose. Now, this is a whole new paradigm. Revelations was mind-blowing. It was really profound. To have the veil lifted. And to see everything that was behind the curtain. And we see that we are the creator. This was all our own design. And now we can change it. The Revelations is over. We can close the book and begin a brand new book that we are writing. Open up page 1, Genesis of New Earth. Everyone woke up. Everyone started to remember their divinity, call back their power, their purpose, and rise to their highest potential. We have starved the parasites, and we are here to create the new. We will no longer be feeding that which is parasitic on our energy. No more taxes, no more rent, no more having to pay a fee to exist. Food, healthy food, clean, uncontaminated, unfluoridated, unpoisoned water. We shouldn't have to pay for that. We shouldn't have to pay a fee to the devil to survive. This is our land. We are the rightful inheritors of Gaia. We are here to protect our children and create a free and sovereign earth so that they will not be harmed by the parasitic pedophiles of this world. They are predators, and many of them are posing as protectors. Only through God can we really protect them. Can we protect ourselves? Warriors of light, warriors of God. chosen ones. It's time for us to create our communities. It's always been unfolding in divine timing. But we have to keep going. We have to keep putting one foot in front of the other, doing this in the earth realm, doing it in the spirit realm, making sure that our alignment is holy. So we are living to see these miracles come to fruition and be birthed through us. We are seeing it happening within ourselves and in the world around. For we are all connected to the same God. We are all source fractals of light incarnate in different vessels. And there are dimensions and levels to what is unfolding, and we are all living our unique timelines. But ultimately, we are all coming to oneness again by remembering who we are and embodying our highest potential. Thank you, God, for all these miracles. Thank you for being a constant source for me in my life to turn to, the only one I can trust, the only one I can lean on and surrender to and submit to. You are my true King, my creator, my light, my source, my everything. I trust you fully, even though I don't always see the whole plan that you have, and sometimes I want to. I trust you fully, and I know that you've always had my back when I needed you. I will not let fear get the best of me. I know that fear is a liar. The devil is full of nonsense, full of betrayal. And I will not let the devil trick me into forfeiting my divine inheritance. As I know that fear is not real. Love is everything. And God has got me so completely that I'll never doubt it. Though I might be battling spiritual warfare in my life, in my home, I know that no weapon formed against me shall ever prosper, and that God will always deliver me from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So I'm going to wrap it up for this episode. And I have some other ideas and things that I really want to talk about in future episodes. I've been taking some notes and going down some rabbit holes. So, lots of good things are coming. And, I'm just going to continue to devote myself as a light, as a guide for you and for others, and to share who I am, share my story, share my truth, and pray that my message is well received and that it always gets to the right ears and to who needs to hear it when they need to hear it. Because I love you, and I believe in us. I believe in God. I believe in miracles. And I am living proof of God and that miracles are real. So see that I am not someone who gives up no matter what. And darkness has done its worst. So I really wish that others would fight for me as hard as I fight for them. I really wish that this world would wake up and see that there are angels here who love you, and that this hasn't been easy for us, but we've been going through it. Our souls are from a much better place, a much better world than this. And we came here to go through the worst of it. But it was all for God's highest plan. It was all so we could transmute that darkness into light and bring our highest selves through. And that is what's unfolding on this planet. And that's what we all have to look forward to, is that the salvation is within, and it is real, and it is source. It is love. It's through your heart that you can unlock and open all your higher chakras. I love you so much. Namaste to you, soul family, light workers, light warriors, 144, beautiful souls, leaders for New Earth. Thank you for incarnating here. Thank you for showing up just in time to let me know that, I am not crazy and that we got the call from God and we answered it and we plugged in And we trusted our intuition when everyone else was telling us to go out there. We went within. And that's how we were delivered from evil. That's how we found salvation. It was always within us. Now, our lives, the things that we've endured, the storms, all of it is every battle we fought. It is all our blessing to behold. As we are God's warriors and we are on the winning side of this. So help us out. Donate, like, share, subscribe. Talk about our mission, what we're doing spiritually, how we are bringing light by sharing our stories with others. We've all been through this, and we all have experience in alchemy and in healing. So we are all working this mission together. And we've got to help each other. We've got to empower each other. We've got to spread the light and spread the good news. We've already won. We just need to walk in it, to know it, to live in our purpose and walk in our power, one day at a time, step by step, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, miracle by miracle. God is working through us. So thank you. It is tiresome work that we do. We connect on higher realms so that we can channel and bring through what we can bring through. It's always for your highest growth. It's always for it is always aligned to our highest purpose. And we love you. And see if there's anything else I want to tell you right now. I hope my story helped you if you're going through this in your life and you're feeling that pull, that dimensional divide between you and your loved ones. And you know, like your path with God is very certain, but everything else feels like it's on shaky grounds. You're not alone. And I really think that we have to help each other and step up for each other right now. So that's the only way we can really, I've got to be with others who are awakened and who are chosen. And I think that a lot of chosen ones need me because I am a protector. I am a light. So I don't know what's next, but we should definitely open up the portal and communicate our thoughts and form our rainbow bridge to this new paradigm where we have to help each other. And I'm here to help. I'm here to be of service. I'm here for God. And I surrender. And we are doing this in all dimensions, that we are opening this new paradigm in the physical world now too. Higher dimensions of consciousness are being born, and we have higher awareness through source. And we will not shrink ourselves and play small for a third dimensional enslaved state of consciousness. When we have infinite divine potential. New earth is being born. And I choose freedom. Out with the old, in with the new. We know exactly why our souls incarnated here. And we're not going back to the old ways. And we are not going to feed the system. God will make a way. God will make a way. God will make a way. We know that our resilience has been put to the test. And it was to separate the weak from the strong. Our perseverance and patience is paying off. And we are walking through this new paradigm in alignment with our true divine purpose. So we're ready. We are ready. We've been through a lot, and it's been hard work. But we know that we're breaking through. I love you, beautiful souls. I love you, soul family. Thank you for existing I'm so glad and grateful that we get to do this together. It was always our divine destiny all along. And now is our time. Okay, well, links below, how you can be a part of Infinity Rising mission of light, here for the liberation of humanity. We are here to work this mission in multiple dimensions as we are doing, but right now our focus in the earth realm is to create places, a space, a sanctuary, and a place for me to have as a creative hub, a place where I can bring other chosen ones in, where we can reunite the divine order and heal and be in high vibrations, living holistic lifestyles, and just being happy, where we're not in survival mode, we're not in danger, or anywhere where the devil can have access to us. So I appreciate you, and I thank you in advance. I love you. God bless you, light workers, light warriors, soul family. Yeah, I'm proud of us all. We've worked hard, so we have earned all the blessings that are coming for us, and I know that God is blessing us in so many ways, in so many dimensions, and that the best is yet to come. And I'm excited. I'm just excited. And I'll be back with some new videos and stuff soon. So stay tuned. God bless you. God bless us all. Bye.